Alrighty, and we are on. Okay, today we're going to be talking about the subject of what to do when it's all getting too hard. And if you're in an affair right now, I feel you. I know how painful it is to be caught up living a double life, to be invested into someone that can't give you their all, that goes away on the weekends or ultimately goes home to someone else at night. Um, and I feel you, it's really challenging. I personally was in an affair for 7 years, and that's what's really driven me to be able to serve you in helping you get through this pain. Is it was so hard for myself to go through this experience that I was like, no more. I am not allowing there to be no research or wisdom on this whole subject for women that are going through this experience to be able to get support on. And so I'm here being your support system. I'm an affair recovery coach, and I have a community of women that are in affairs. If you want to join the link below of the Facebook group, then by all means check it out, of women going through this challenge like yourself. So if you are in an affair, if you are the mistress or the other woman in a relationship with someone that is unavailable, that is married or has a partner, then this is the channel for you. And so today, I'm going to quickly dive into the subject of what to do when it's all getting too hard. And this is, to be honest, one of the most common feelings that we get when people come to me, is because it is way too hard and it's all getting too much. And it might have been a little bit of fun in the beginning, or maybe it wasn't, because there's these high, like an affair often comes with these extreme highs, complemented with these painful lows. And so I feel you, I get you. And today I want to talk about meaning. And I have a little tool for you to use at the end of the video to help you get through this. But I want to talk about the meaning that we are giving this experience. I just hopped off a call with a beautiful lady who experienced that depth of pain that you're probably going through right now. And she said it was her most painful experience that she has ever been through. She said it was so hard. She was getting therapy every single day, and often just to cry on the phone. And she said she wouldn't change it for the world. And it's funny when you're going through this situation that often you'd be like, I would change this for the world, like, get me out of this situation. But often our darkest times bring us the most beautiful, beautiful blessings. And who we are today is often built from the pain that we went through yesterday. And so I know you're going through so much right now, and I can assure you that this experience, if you ride through it, although painful, it's teaching you so much. So I want to look into the meaning. While you're going through this pain, it's really important to take a look at the meaning that you're giving your experience, because the meaning that we give will shift our relationship with what we're going through. And we can either give it a meaning that is painful, like this is the worst experience that has ever happened to me in my life, which all of these meanings may be true, but if we're focusing on them, we're giving it our energy. It could be something like, yeah, it's the worst experience. I wish this upon no one. I don't want to go through this. It's too hard. It's too painful. I can't do it anymore. All these meanings. And when we direct our focus to that side of this meaning, then that is all we can see and feel. Now, I invite you to take a look at this side, which can be equally true if we allow it to give it weight. And that could be that this teaching, this experience has the ability, if I can get my words out, this experience has the ability to teach me so much. What could I be learning right now? What could I be learning and seeing if I have not seen before? And often our emotions the deeper we go into a pain point, it actually means that we can experience the opposite emotion at that depth as well. So if we've experienced pain, if this is the line, if we've experienced pain down here so low, when we get out of that pain, we can then experience the opposite: gratitude, love, connection at a depth that we haven't experienced before, simply because we know what the opposite is like. And so without that pain, we wouldn't know what true love, compassion, gratitude is, because we haven't experienced the opposite. Again, what a gift. These experiences, and I want to give you an example that you may be able to relate to more, is if we have a cancer health scare and suddenly we are forced to look at our life in a different light, and suddenly we're like, wow, I have not been sleeping properly. I have been staying up late, looking at my phone technology and everything like that. I am in an unhealthy workplace where I'm constantly stressed. And when I get out of bed, I just don't want to get out of bed. I'm eating unhealthy foods, and I'm maybe drinking a little bit more than I know that I should be drinking, or I'm not eating fresh foods and I'm eating more sugars, or whatever it is like that. I'm not exercising. I'm not hanging around people that are positive. And suddenly with this health scare, if you've had a time limit put on this cancer, then you're like, wow, suddenly time is so much more relevant and not taken for granted. And you have a look and you're like, I have not been honoring the gift of time in my life. And suddenly, with this pain of cancer, this pain of this story that my health may not be the best of what I thought it would be, suddenly you are shifted to take action, radical action, to create change in your life. And that's the same with this affair experience. Without this shift in so much pain that you're going through, you would not be forced to look at, why am I attracting the wrong relationships? Where am I settling in my life where I deserve so much better? Where am I not setting boundaries and honoring myself first? All these things. Where am I giving parts of myself away in order to be loved when it's not actually loving towards myself? And so with this pain experience, you then get to shine light on all these things that may have not been seen if you stayed in a situation that didn't challenge you emotionally. So again, we have these two stories. You can look at what's going wrong, or you can look at where is this a beautiful gift. And so I invite you, if you are experiencing a lot of pain right now, is your whole experience can change by your shift in what are you making this mean. The other thing, the beautiful thing that happens when we shift what we make it mean, is our strength comes back. You may be feeling powerless right now and like it's just all too hard, and I can't even make decisions for myself. I can't get out of bed. I am so fatigued. I am depressed. All these feelings. And they wash over us when we are burdened by thoughts and meanings that are heavy and weigh us down. And when we can shift the meaning that we give an experience into one that actually motivates us and invigorates us and actually inspires us to step into our potential, then your ability to act actually is much greater, because suddenly you're acting from a more empowered place. And it literally can happen in an instant. It can. And if you want support, like join the Facebook group or reach out for a call with myself, because it can happen in an instant. And I was seeing a counselor, a therapist, and I kept going from the therapist to the affair. And I was so tired of going straight back from therapy to affair. And I was like, why is nothing changing? Like, I felt powerless. I was like, if a licensed psychologist, counselor could not help me get through my situation, then I'm like, I can't, like, how am I ever going to create change? And then I met someone that completely shifted my life and shifted the stories that I had that were completely unconscious. I didn't know that they were running my life. And when I shifted the meaning of this affair experience and really took a look at it and saw it in a different light, wow, like change happened so quickly and my life flipped. I wanted to say upside down, but it flipped the opposite way around. Like it flipped in a beautiful way so quickly, like overnight. And so if you're experiencing pain right now and you feel like I feel like I'm going to take this to my deathbed, I feel like this secret is going to control me for the rest of my life, even once I'm out of the affair, and I don't want to be burdened by that shame. And a lot of people think that they feel like, I don't think I'll ever get over this. And if you want to get over it, you absolutely can. I fully believe you absolutely can get over the pain that this experience has brought to you. So quickly before I wrap this up, is like a strategy that is so powerful, and this is one tool. There are so many tools. I want you to marinate on this tool and sit with it and see if it's something that can benefit you on your journey. If it doesn't, then let it go, but I definitely find it's an amazing tool that can be very useful, and that is an emotional report. So an emotion report is kind of like time tracking. If you've ever tracked your time and where you're utilizing your time by the 30 minutes, every 30 minutes, where have I invested my time? Or every hour, where have I invested my time? This is the same, but it's with our energy. It's where am I energetically sending myself? Where am I energetically investing myself? And so when we can start tracking, even every 3 hours, where has the last 3 hours been energetically invested towards? And is that serving me? Really start to track. And if the affair is consuming every part of your life, then I invite you to look at what parts of the affair is energetically consuming you. So if it's energetically consuming you, there's a meaning behind a meaning behind it that you're giving it that is creating an emotion. And so I want you to look into what feelings, thoughts am I having towards this, and what thoughts are creating this emotion. And when we can take a closer look at the thoughts that are creating this emotion, then we get them again have the opportunity to shift the thoughts on the side. And I have more videos that can support you in shifting your experience of the meaning that you're giving a thought. For now, I just want to make this video about acknowledging the feeling that we're feeling. So if you're doing an emotion report, one, get clear on the emotion, the energy that's being invested. Where is my energy being invested? And what are the meanings behind this energy that is creating this emotion? Where is the attachment? Where is it? And then write it down. I am constantly thinking that I can't speak my truth. I'm constantly waiting for him to leave his partner, and it never does. I'm constantly going over different things to say to him, but I always suppress my words in fear that I will upset him. Whatever these things are, I want you to track what are the thoughts that you're having on a daily basis over the course of a week. And then you can begin to see a theme of the thoughts. Once you see a theme of the thoughts, you can then start to question these thoughts, which will completely shift your experience of the affair and actually give you more power towards shifting your relationship with the affair and shifting your experience. So right now, if you feel powerless to create change, then it's often because our power is going into things that aren't proactive, that aren't serving us. So when we can take that power back and direct it into things that do serve us, into thoughts that do serve us, then again, we raise that motivation and feel empowered to create change. We get our power back. So I hope that helps. If you want support on that, link below to join to just come join us in our community. It's a free community. So link below and you can share your experience on your emotion report tracking and how it served you in creating change. I hope that helps. Bye for now.